This video is about the question 2 in homework 3. And in question 2, we have to find and draw the y density function and x mass function. To solve this problem, I use the formula to just first get the get the x mass function and then put y and according to the relationship between y and x, and put the y's value into the x mass function, and then I need to consider about the limitation of y, and then consider different situation, different limitation, and I can get the y's mass function, and then differentiate y's mass function. Finally, we can get the y's density function. So we can get the total the two the two results in the question 1. So the problem is, I think the most hard of the processing is that the limitations. So we know that when y less than 0, the mass function of y should be 0. But when according to the limitation of x, we know that a and b, but we don't. In the first question, we don't know the a and b's value, so we have to consider different situation to consider if the a is negative or b is negative. We should consider these two values. However, I know this. However, we are talking about y's limitations, so we just need to the most hard part in this processing is that if a is if v is a negative, and however a square is a positive, and y between the 0 and the a square, we need to consider this different situation, this specific situation, and so let me talk about how to process it. When a and b both are larger than 0, it's very easy to say that the root of y should be between a and b is nothing to say. We can get a value, but when a is a negative number value, so we have to consider this, and there are two situations. First is y larger than equal to 0 but smaller than a square. We can get a value in this situation. And also another situation is that y larger than equal to a square but smaller than b square, and we also can get a formula of y's mass function of these situations, and put the three. I think I have told about when a and b are both positive situation, and in above those three situations, finally we can get total mass function of y. And since we get the mass function of y, we can get the y's density function. And since in the second question, we just need to put 1 minus to put minus 1 substitutes a and 3 substitutes b, and put this number into the density function of y, and we can get the expression of y. which is the integrator of y multiply y's density. So this is all the question 2.